so the film's called Blowing Up right now, and it follows a couple that have been together for 5 years. As they start into a breakup, they get an alert on their phone that a nuclear bomb's heading for LA, and they spend the day going through the relationship, wondering if they're going to live or die.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character, sir?
Shep is a young man who has just been blindsided by a girl and then been blindsided by the world, and he is just being rocked the whole time, but he's hanging in there. And he's just a guy. I liked him because he's just so, I related to everything he does in it. It's a very sweet character.
All right, guys, so if your audience could take away anything from your film, what would you want us to take away?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing about the movie was communication. Not waiting until the last minute to say what you need to say. Not waiting for the explosion to go off. This movie's got a metaphorical bomb and a literal bomb. And yeah, so just, tell the people you love that you care about them.
Sounds fun and artistic, our favorite things.
Fun and artistic. That's how I live my life. Always have, always will.
Amen. All right, guys, I need your social media.
At Danny Jolles, just my name, Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, J-O-L-L-E-S.
And I don't have any social media other than the movie.
Any social media?
I deleted them all, so at Blowing Up right now, I secretly run.
I love it. We're here to support you guys. Can't wait to see it. So I have the director here and the producer here, correct?
Correct, that's right.
All right, what is the name of your film?
The Portal.
The Portal. And what is it about?
It's an immersive experience that looks at the emergency that humanity is facing and how we can get through with a little bit of stillness and meditation and mindfulness to the other side of chaos and what that looks like for humanity as a whole.
I just got lost in his eyes right now. That was a whole moment. I'm so excited to already see it. Any other messages that you want your audience to pull from the film?
I guess this is, everybody's sick of being overwhelmed and stressed at the moment, so this is a film that focuses on trying to move people into a calm, uplifted state, because that's the only way we're going to make real change in the world.
So we're here with The Question. It's a music video that came out of a song by the same name by artist Anna Tabell from Portland, Oregon. And it's a story about a trans woman accepting her inner self and sort of the journey to that acceptance.
Beautiful.
So we go into the inner experience, into her mind and what she's kind of dealing with and questioning herself and figuring out things. And the music label actually approached Sarah about it first because they were like, hey, you're having this experience, you've had this experience, can you tell it from your own perspective? And then Sarah brought me on and said, hey, can you help me birth this thing into the world? So we ended up co-directing it.
How does this make you feel? How did this impact you?
It's been a really important piece for me. It was the first official narrative project that I was able to complete with my new identity, which just feels right, and it's kind of kickstarted a big journey for me in the creative field. I'm working on my second feature now under all of this, and it all kind of started here. So it's been huge for me to kind of go through that journey myself out loud and visually, and tell that story to the world.
Yeah, what a blessing to be able to go through that. Like you said, visually. I'm not just going through this alone in my head. I actually get to express it with people who support me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that was kind of the alone in your head thing, was the thing we're trying to get across, is what is the experience like when you are still alone in your head? And so I think one of the reasons that Sarah brought me on to help kind of birth it into the world was I had been friends with her through her process of coming out, first to friends and then publicly and things like that. And I'd gotten to see from a slightly outside perspective what that was like for her to take the stuff that was going on only inside and then express it outwardly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Another piece that was really important to us, there's a million trans stories out there. It's really hard, it's really easy to show the outward transformation, but the inward one is really, really hard to portray on film, and a music video kind of became the perfect opportunity for us to take those necessary creative liberties to tell something that's a little more abstract.
Yeah. Not doing the cliche, just putting on makeup and pantyhose and dresses, but really showing the inner experience.
Showing the human experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bringing, having to tell that through metaphors, because visually, visually you see, it's easy to see gender as we know it, but what's happening in somebody's mind is so different. So it's coming up with metaphors that can help tell that story. So you can find me on Instagram at Sarah Makes Movies, and that's Sarah with an H.
Yes, and I'm Robin.Vada.
I love it, girls. Have a beautiful night. Can't wait to support. You're very welcome.